What's good, YouTube? It's Flash Speaks, man, back for another video. Yesterday was nice, man. The WNBA got a chance to watch, because this was like, it seems like the official start of training camp for a lot of the teams. I think some teams may have started a day earlier or whatever, but it seems like a lot of the teams did their first practice, official training camp practice, yesterday, Sunday. And I got a chance to follow a little bit of LA Sparks, though they didn't put out a whole lot of, footage for theirs. Chicago Sky for sure, who I'm going to speak on a little bit. And also the Dallas Wings so far. I haven't gotten a chance. I know there's a lot of Indiana Fever coverage out there. I haven't really got a chance to catch any of their action yet. I'll probably see what's up with that today. But I'm hearing some good things from out of their camp, that they were looking pretty good and so on offensively and even defensively, just reading some of the footnotes, which I can imagine, you know what I mean? Chicago Sky, though, I think this team's going to surprise some people, man. I think they're going to surprise some people. ESPN for some reason ranked them like the worst starting five in the WNBA. I don't know where they get that from. You looking at from the rip, an all-star in Angel Reese, really was right there as far as rookie of the year with Caitlin Clark. And then you're talking about Ariel Atkins, who may not have been an all-star last year, but you're talking about, I think she made the all-star team at least 3 times. She was well qualified to be an all-star team last year because I've seen her against all-stars lighting their behinds up. You're talking about a 5-time all-defensive player, so you got to look at her as an all-star player, Camila Cardoso, like, come on, man. Like, really, I expect to see her start to elevate amongst the top tier 5s in the league this year. Like, anyone who does not see that, I don't know what they're looking at. Like you talking about her, she had a really good rookie campaign last year. So if you talk about just Cardoso just elevating, like, and from that, because you can't teach 6'6". You can't teach 6'6" with the ability to move up and down the floor like that, the way she does, man. And her, offensive ability and her defensive ability, like, yeah, man. Yeah. It ain't what I don't think it's gonna be what they think at all. And then you add Vandersloot, who is gonna bring some experience, man. And I was listening to Haley Van Lith, HVL, who I think is gonna be a star. I think she has all the makings of being a star. And Haley Van Legs, man, Haley Van Lith, she was talking about how she was just following Vandersloot, man, every step of the way, just staring at her, looking at her, like, I'm hoping she doesn't get weirded out by me, little cute little interviews, man, that she be having, man. Talking about, but my point is that's what you want. That's what you want, man. She identifies the person that she's going to be taking over for, and that's what it is. And the type of point guard she'll be, I think, is the type of point guard they'll need for this particular team, going forward. As you move into this era, man, like Vandersloot represents like the old school guard, the real classical point guard, which Haley Van Lith will never be. But all she needs to do is grab some classical point guard skills, which she'll, without a doubt, get from Sloot. So, I'm definitely excited about that. That's gonna work, man. And one guy, I forget his name, who had the pleasure of watching them play, he said one of the things that stood out to him was Haley Van Lith's speed, with the ball, without the ball, up and down the floor. And that's a good thing. She's just moving at a faster pace than everybody. That's good. They're gonna need that because you lost some of that with the the departure of my girl Kennedy. So, and then he talked about just the guard play is just upgraded in general. with Ariel Atkins, Vandersloot, the girl from Puerto Rico. I forget her name. I don't want to butcher it. So all of that is a good sign. Aisha Coulibaly, I wonder, is she practicing? That I don't know. I know, I saw some of the stuff before the actual practices, and I saw like her, with them, with the team and everything. So that's all good. That's all pretty good. So that looked good, man. Angel Reese looked like she added some stuff to her game, which is another beautiful thing. And I think they're just going to be better than a lot of people think, man. All signs, in my opinion, are pointing to that. I don't know what other people talking about or what they seeing. All signs are pointing to improvement to me. Now the Dallas Wings, another team that I'm really excited about, man. Got to see Bex putting up some shots. Got to see her, Dijonai Carrington starting to form a bond. Right now it's all competition, talking shit to each other. Dijonai talking about, I found out Bex can't guard me. You know what I'm saying? Bex already was talking trash to her, saying she can't guard her. That's what you want to see, man. Them formulate, become a team. You also look at right now they're talking about Enrique, the leader of the team, taking the leadership role. That's good to see. She was talking a lot about, like, after the practice, about how she gonna add on, assisting other players, and that's kind of like the part of her game she want to kind of get, going. And you can already tell Paige is already looking forward to assisting, helping to assist Enrique. And this would be good for Enrique because Enrique led the league last year, in unassisted points. And that shouldn't be the type of offense Dallas wants to run. You want to have the most efficient offense possible. And with the type of talent they have, especially, at that guard and that forward position, man, they can spread that ball around, man. And that Dallas Wings, they can have something that's going to be a thing of beauty. I think they're going to be nice, man. You add that Isaiah James, that's going to be something, man. I can't wait. I really, really can't wait to see them go up against the Fever, go up against Chicago and other teams like that, man. And another thing I was doing, I was looking back at those FIBA games, 2019 FIBA World Games, where you had who I'm about to call the three amigos out there, amigas, if you will, of Paige Bueckers, Caitlin Clark, and then Haley Van Lith were all out there, on that team. And I was just looking at the dynamic of those three and how they've developed and came along. At that time, without a doubt, the number one spot, amiga, was Paige. Caitlin Clark was coming off the bench. And you had Haley Van Lith out there too as well. And I guess having Paige and running her and Caitlin at the same time would have been kind of redundant. That's why I think it's more so why Caitlin might have been coming off the bench, because they both played in the same position. And Haley was more like the two guard, just fast and, doing that thing, man. And just to think about how they developed and now they're all in the league. And I'm just thinking about how smart it was for Chicago, just thinking about it, to take one of them. Because, those three girls were very, important out there. Not to say they were the best players. I think Ryan Howard was the best player on the team, really. But Ryan Howard, is in Atlanta and should, by all means, become one of the really best players in the league. But, we'll see what happens with that. So, yeah, man. It was some good stuff. Some good footage out there. I look forward to seeing what else they drop for us. But I remember seeing Bex make I seen Bex make 10 threes in a row. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be serious, man. It was a little practice, but I'm trying to tell y'all, boy, who y'all think is good is good. Bex is better. I'm trying to tell y'all. And yeah. We're going. I look forward to some more of this today. That's pretty much all I got right now, man. Let me go ahead and get some money. I get with y'all. Peace out.